Yo, what up, world? What up, fight fam? It's your boy Mac with StayReadyBoxingTV coming at you with some news you can use and another boxing conversation. What up, good people? And what up, people in the chat? And what up with my people on the panel? We got Miss Shakita Dowell, Fuller Sports TV, CV Sports TV, and 503 Line. What's up with it, my people?
What's good with it? Stay ready. How you feeling, fam?
Man, just trying to shake the pot and pull a dollar out. Know what I'm talking about? In the cut like a Band-Aid.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Same thing. Trying to stay out the way. That's it.
I'm telling you, just maintain and keep a cool head. You know what I'm saying?
Man. Just staying out the way, man. It's the best policy, basically.
Right on. And we already got 3 people in the building. Y'all smash that like button. We got Amon Mahari. What's good, my brother? Mark Blake. Peace to you in the chat. So, hey, and what was you saying about Philly and the Bears this weekend?
Philly gonna smack them around.
What you say about that, CB?
Philly finna get bitch slapped around. We finna put Nick Foles out the game and make him cry like a little broad, like, oh, me Richard.
No, the Nick Foles of the Super Bowl is gonna make a rare appearance. Just
first off, you don't go off last year. Now that was then. This is now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all couldn't even win y'all damn division this year.
Look, y'all had y'all moments. Y'all had y'all big deals.
No, it's not over yet. We got to continue the momentum. It's not over yet. We're going to continue the momentum.
Hey, but Mahare said in the chat, "Fuck Philadelphia."
Hey, he's mad.
Hold on, who Abel Mahari team?
Abel Mahari from Chicago. Well, he not from Chicago, but he reps Chicago. He from Wisconsin.
So his team is Chicago Cubs.
No, we talking about football.
He's the Chicago Bears.
I'm trying to think of a nickname for Chicago Bears. Maybe Chicago Gummy Bears.
What they do?
What about the Trichadelphia Eagles?
He said he a Minnesota Vikings
Chicago
fan.
Gummy Bears.
They're called the Eagles. That's all I gotta say.
Hey, what it do from that? Hey, MBT Boxing is in the building. What it do from down under, from Australia, my bro. Tony Snowflakes, what's good, fam? Hey, that's my UT brethren. It's Longhorns all day when it comes to Longhorns all day football. We beat Georgia. We good. Sugar Bowl. What's up, Iron Fella? What's up, PK Box?
What's up?
Man, chilling, man.
Hey, you know what's crazy? Stay ready.
What's up?
My friend is from Philly, but he is a Cowgirls fan. And I'm like, bro, why? Like, what's your point?
Whoa, wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
That's what we not gonna do.
Get on his ass.
We not about to do that to my boys. That's what we not gonna do. And you talking about the pigeon? Did we beat the pigeon? We beat the. You had your moment when y'all
the moment ain't
What
over.
up, Sheldon?
Hey, Fuller, we're gonna call y'all the Uncle Ruckus Eagles because so y'all got a whole bunch of bootlicking Sambo coons on y'all squad.
You said the Uncle Ruckus. You said the Uncle Ruckus Eagles.
The Uncle Ruckus Eagles because y'all love to dance for White Daddy. White Daddy's God to y'all.
I wouldn't even call it.
Let me see. I need to think. I need to think of something. I'm gonna call you the Kung Fu Panda Bears. How about that?
I'd rather be that. I'd rather be that than the Uncle Ruckus Eagles. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all got Malcolm Jenkins. Oh, Sky Daddy. Oh, White Sky Daddy. I'll dance a jig for you. I'll lick your boots, massa. Yeah.
Hey, look. Political things aside,
take that L. Take that L like your team taking that L this Sunday. Okay, just take the L. Okay, just let it be.
We're not taking no L this Sunday. There's no L being taken this Sunday.
You know what I'm saying? Cause see, hey man,
there's no L's being taken.
Hey Fuller, when we see what we do to y'all, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this, like the guy said at Harlem Nights. Don't take this ass whooping personally. Okay, just don't.
No, there's not gonna be no ass whooping, man. Trust me.
Oh yeah.
You know, we stole the last spot, so we're gonna
no correction. We gave that spot to y'all.
Y'all barely got in.
No. See, Fuller. Let me educate you, okay? From what I heard, if we would have let Minnesota just beat us, my Bears would have. Then guess what? They would have been there. Would have played them again. But we too gangster for that. So we had to send them punks home. But we said we're gonna eat some bird this weekend. You're
not eating no bird.
Oh yeah.
You're not eating no birds, bro. Guess what?
I think the Bears.
Hey, guess what?
The Bears are about to chomp down on some.
Hey, guess what?
Hey, Abel Mahari.
What did Abel Mahari say?
He want in.
Y'all know I'm ready for this game tomorrow. Let's see what my boys
The Bears are about to dust off the Eagles, dude.
Nah, you know what? Guess what? You know that movie Jumanji? You remember that little hunter guy in that movie with that big old rifle? That's gonna be us against you guys.
I ain't never seen no eagle shoot no rifle.
Sniping you.
Hey, y'all. Hey,
no, I ain't never seen an eagle shoot a rifle.
Hey. One at a time because it Fuller.
Yeah.
Hey, one.
Okay.
One at a time.
Okay. I'm calm. I'm chilling, man.
I heard Cowgirls and I got triggered, man. I'm sorry.
Get on
I'm
it,
chill.
PK, who your squad? You a Cowboy fan too?
Me? Oh yeah, I'm a big Cowboys fan.
Okay. Hey, all right, fella, what's good, my brother? I ain't heard you say nothing.
Man, I'm just waiting my turn, man. I'm just over here. Let me get my hand. Hey, Wolverine, your hair look good today.
I didn't hear you say it again. Are you talking to me?
Yeah, so your hair look good today.
You know I need to get a brush, but I appreciate it. I'm trying to do a little something today.
What's good, Sheldon Holmes? And Abel Mahari said this team is the Minnesota Vikings.
So why is he mad at Philly then?
Hey.
What did we do to him?
What's up, Rough House? Rough House in the building.
Yo, what it do? Stay ready. Everybody on the panel. Miss Shakita, what's going on with you? Chilling. Who that, PK?
Yeah, what's up,
PK?
Yeah.
What's good, Rough House?
We chilling, big bro. What's up with it, CB?
Matter of fact, I got some questions for PK real quick, and this is MMA talk. You said my boy Tyrone Woodley is getting ready for a fight?
Yeah.
So this is the fight. It hasn't been officially announced yet, but the word around the campfire is that they're going to announce Tyron Woodley versus Kamaru Usman for UFC 235, which is March 2nd. So they already have Ben Askren versus Robbie Lawler and some other fights, but that's what the rumors are.
Okay.
So that means it's going to be Jollof Rice versus Jambalaya Rice then. Which one's going to win?
Fuller said, Abel Mahari said you got
Jollof Rice going to win.
It's the Jollof versus the Jambalaya.
I don't know which one Tyron Woodley is, but whichever one he is, that's the one that's going to win.
Yeah, Tyrone.
Okay, he's a jambalaya. He's a jambalaya then.
Hold on, everybody. Abel Mahari, welcome to the chat. What did you have to say to Fuller?
First of all, Fuller, do not sit up in the and try to hype up these motherfucking Philadelphia Eagles in this motherfucker. You understand me? One out like this, though, man. Them fucking Philadelphia Eagle fans are just hyping up this bullshit because of the fact that we gave y'all that championship, man. And y'all motherfuckers celebrating that damn field at US Bank Stadium, man. I had to sit there and watch that fucking garbage, man. That was our fucking championship, bro. This is still bitter feelings from last year, man. You provoked all my bad feelings from last year, bro. After we had the biggest win in Viking history against the Saints, bro. Then we got to go in there. Stupid ass Philadelphia fans don't shit on under the field to us. Fuck Philadelphia.
Damn. Man, I'm sorry, man.
Hey, tell them how you really feel, Abel.
Listen. I like the Philadelphia athletes. I despise the Philadelphia fans. Bunch of drunk ass, retarded motherfuckers in that thing. Come on, man. I'm sorry, I didn't say the bad word, but that's related mistakes.
Abel. Some of us Philadelphia fans are chill, laid back, and kicking it. You know, like you don't say that to my Black and Rican homegirl, man. She didn't do nothing, and she's a Philadelphia fan. Don't go savage on her. You know, she was with me celebrating, man. We were chilling. We weren't doing any of the crazy stuff, man. We were just chilling. Okay.
No. It's all good, man. I wasn't attacking you per se. I was attacking the stupid ass Philadelphia Eagle fans that were throwing stuff towards the Vikings fans. We were walking into Philadelphia for last year's championship game, bro. That's what I'm attacking. And it ain't nothing against you, bro.
They have nothing to do with us. They have nothing to do with my circle.
Hey, hold on. It's 15 people in the chat and only 6 likes. Y'all get them likes up. Well, 3 people just dropped off. It's still 12 people in the chat and only 6 likes. Y'all get them likes up. Smash the like button. Smash the like button, and so it helps with the visibility of the show. Back to the work. Back to cooking. What y'all gonna go on?
But anyway, though, I actually had the Bears, who eliminated us last weekend, to beat the Eagles, and then I actually got the Cowboys and winning this weekend too.
The Bears ain't gonna win this weekend, though.
Dude, we finna wax y'all.
The Bears ain't winning this weekend, though. That's the thing. Don't worry, Abel. It's all good.
Nah,
don't worry. I don't think we're even worried. I don't even think we're worried.
That's what I want you to do. You know what I'm saying? After the the Bears and Eagles game, let's go live so me and Fuller can be on here, so the way I can let him eat his crow, freshly.
I'm freshly. I'm gonna do that. Y'all play Sunday, right?
So he can eat his crow. Yeah, I'll be free from so he can eat his crow freshly. You know what I'm saying? Talk about how his Eagles gonna get whooped, 27-10.
Fuller, you down for that?
Yeah, I'm down for that. But
they calling out football.
I'm down for that.
So
the actual score is going to be.
Let me get pen and pad. So, matter of fact, I'm gonna get on my notepad while I'm on this laptop.
Yeah,
and
please.
I'm gonna write down and make sure I got this. So I'm putting down scores and everything.
Yep. Put me CB Sports TV. Bears 27, Eagles 10.
Okay, we finna do this one though. I'm finna write everybody down.
No, I'm not gonna predict no scores, but I know it's gonna be me saying "Cha! Cha!" I'll be saying a couple of those because we know what's gonna happen, man.
Yeah, we about to serve y'all.
So I got 27-14 in the favor of the Bears.
Okay, hold on, because it's still loading up.
Okay.
But they're not even Bears though, dog. They're Teddy Graham crackers, dog.
Whoa. You do understand that one of those Teddy Graham crackers is Khalil Mack on the defensive side, who is the disruptor. And basically, the Bears won the division.
It's not gonna matter.
You said your score was 27-10?
Yeah, my score 27-10. Bears 27, Eagles 10.
All right.
Bro, it's not gonna matter though. I mess with Chicago. You guys have Lupe Fiasco. You guys have Little Dirk. You guys have Montana for 300.
Man, don't mention them little chumps. Nobody care about them new age rappers. You ain't talking about the Crucial Conflicts, the Do or Dies, the Twisters, Psychodrama. You talking about some new age boys.
Hey,
you said you got it 24-14?
No, 27-14.
27-14. And he got the Bears. Fuller, who you got?
I got the Eagles. I'm not gonna guess the score or anything, but I just got Eagles
Just give us a score, you know what I'm saying?
Fuller.
The score ain't gotta be right.
No, just say Fuller, Eagles, smacking the Bears around. Just say that. Around. So we can show them who the man.
We're gonna call it a blowout.
Yeah, just a smack around, basically.
I'm going to everybody on the panel. All right, hey, 503, what you got?
What's that? What's that? The Bears and the Eagles?
Yeah, Bears and Eagles.
Oh man, I'm going with Chi-Town, man. I got the Bears, man, 28-14, man. Me personally. I think they're gonna shut out old Philly, man. Philly ain't the same no more. Too many injuries, and the Bears defense gonna stand up on that ass. That's what I think.
Legendary Top Cat, who you got?
Oh man, I'm riding with the Bears on that one, man. I'm gonna say 24-17, man. Bears way.
All right. Peter.
What up, though?
What you got?
I mean, I'm gonna go with the Bears, for this week.
I know why you going. What you say the score gonna be?
I will give. I'll give Philly 3.
Huh?
I'll give Philly 3. And I'll give the Bears 20.
All right, that's good.
That's some good football. More than it hit. Why make me some bread?
You say no respect. No respect.
At all.
You know what? I feel like Tupac right now. Tupac, me against the world. I'm Tupac. Just change my name to Tupac. Me against the world.
You know what, Fuller? Only because you came from my team first, and I didn't say nothing about your Pigeons. See, here you go again.
Dallas Yeehaws.
Don't do that. That's not even a good look.
Wait a minute.
Whoa. Don't get Shakira started. Hey, don't get it going.
Brainless.
I'm doing like that.
Said Khalil Mack gonna sack foes 3 times. He said Tyreek Cohen and Jordan Howard gonna run over the Eagles, and he said the Bears gonna win. He said the Bears 20, the Eagles 7. Tony Snowflake said 24-17 Eagles. Hey,
tell Tony Tony Snowflake good looks.
PK, who you got?
Negative.
PK, who you got?
I got the Eagles. I got it 27-14 there, Mac.
Y'all funny.
Oh,
man. Really funny.
PK a Cowboys fan though. For him, but he said he got. Are you really going with the Eagles, PK?
No. I got the Bears. I got the Bears over the Eagles.
Thank you, PK.
No. I got the Bears over the Eagles. I got the Bears 27-14. Bears over the Eagles. Yeah, and I am biased against the Eagles. I don't care. I said it. I can't stand the fucking Eagles, and I hope they do lose. But I think the Bears are gonna beat them.
Thank you, PK.
Roughhouse Boxing. Who you got?
Let's see. Bears and Eagles. They playing in the Chi, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna pick the Steelers. Nah. Yeah, my Steelers ain't make it, man. So I'm hating on everybody. I'm gonna go ahead and say Chicago. I don't think it's gonna be as close as everybody's making it out to be. I'm gonna say 31-14, the Bears.
Okay. Everybody else got a way throw. All right, fella, who you got?
It's not going to be close. It's not going to be close because Eagles are flying high.
I ain't watched the down of football all year. So I'm gonna go against the grain and be the odd fella that I am and pick the Philadelphia Eagles. I mean, since they got Donovan McNabb back quarterback, I'm playing. Randall Cunningham, but salute to the Philadelphia Eagles. They're gonna take the Teddy Grahams.
As Denzel said, hey, hold on.
Whoa. Fella, who is your team?
Hold on. As Denzel said in American Gangster, my man.
I'm with you, my African brother. Super Eagles. We Nigerians, bro. We got to rep.
Man, we finna smack them birds around. I'm gonna personally fry me about 6 chicken wings on Sunday.
Yo,
Hey, guess what?
Put some barbecue sauce on that ass, like when the Bears, you know what I'm saying, roasting the Eagles.
Hey, guess what, CB? I'm gonna go hunt a bear and then make a coat. I'm gonna make a coat with the.
You better have a rocket, and if you miss, you better have a rocket up your ass to get away from that bear.
No, guess what? I'm not gonna miss.
Oh yeah, you better have more than one bullet.
So I'm gonna tell y'all my score, and then I'm gonna switch the subject on you, because I know this ain't gonna be a popular answer, but I don't care. Bears 35-6. All right, what y'all think about James Harden last night?
Hey, he went off. I mean, hey, stay ready. The beard was cooking last night. I mean, man,
that's all I want.
James Harden does not play not a drop of damn defense.
You a lie.
I told you. Stay ready. I told you, bro.
No, stay ready. Stay ready. Your boy James. Stay ready. Your boy James Harden is allergic to defense. I mean, now go ahead.
Time out.
I told you, y'all
cannot say, what's up with it, Cali? Welcome to the chat. Now, y'all cannot say my boy don't play no defense and he third in steals. Hold on, how was he third in steals in the NBA? Explain that to me.
Hey, steals ain't shit. Steals don't equal defense, man.
I don't want to hear that.
Steals don't. Hey, no. Because Tim Hardaway gets to get steals too. Let me say this. Tim Hardaway to get steals too, and no one noted the defender. Matter of fact, Steph Curry led the league in steals. I think it was like first and second in steals last year. No one calls him a great defender, and he's a better defender than James Harden.
He ain't no better defender than James Harden. You must be out of your mind.
Yes, he is. And still, I'm gonna tell you right now, steals don't. Yes, he is. James Harden is even layup drill. Steals don't equal defense. Keeping your man in front of you is defense.
Hold on. Let me say this. I will say this as somebody who has been in the newspapers for being one of the best defensive players. This right here. I know who can play defense. And I will say the Worm, I will say Gary Payton, those people play defense. Not a drop of damn defense is played right now. All they do is let them the dudes run right.
And it's really not. Well, I can't say that. I can't say that. One thing I can do, I gotta agree. Kawhi is the best defensive player in the league to me, and I'm not even by far. I hate Kawhi Leonard, but he's the best defensive player in the league to me. And then you got people like Patrick Beverly is one of my favorite players, and he's one of the best defensive players in the league.
Yeah, but he's a dirty player though, because I mean, he got a vendetta against Russell Westbrook.
Hold on, who's not a dirty player?
They play dirty, all of them.
Draymond Green's very dirty.
He ain't dirty.
No, but see, listen, hold on. That's what I'm saying though. He's dirty and he's dirty and. No, he's dirty in the sense of Patrick Beverly tries to. He got a vendetta against Russell Westbrook. He always trying to take that man's knees out.
You know why?
It's one thing to play dirty, but it's one thing to play dirty. It's another thing to try to alter a man's career.
Hey, kicking somebody in the nuts is altering their career too.
I mean, yeah, for a few seconds, but stay ready. No, stay ready. Keep it real, though. Stay ready. Keep it real. Let's hold on. Stay ready. Let's keep it real.
He done kicked 5 people in the nuts this year alone.
Okay, but stay ready. Let's keep it real, though.
Those are habits, bro. That's habitual.
Stay ready, but stay ready. Would you rather somebody kick you in the nuts and be hurt for a few minutes, or would you rather somebody where you tap your entire knee? You got to have reconstructive knee surgery.
Excuse me, guys. I don't know the recovery time on those jewels, but all I'm saying is it cannot be longer than any knees or ankles. I'm sorry.
No, it's not. You know what I'm saying? That's you know what I'm saying? And Russell Westbrook, you know what I'm saying? Because of Patrick Beverly had to have 3 knee surgeries in a 9-month span.
It's basketball, it's sports. You put yourself like that in a line of danger. I didn't get mad. I did not get mad anytime that Tracy McGrady got hurt. I ain't get mad at none of that. I got hurt a lot.
Well, T-Mac was injury prone though. That's being honest.
Like
he got hurt too much.
Hey, hold on. Hey, what's up, baby?
Let me say this though, guys. Let me say this very, very clear, okay? The reason why T-Mac was injured so many times in his career, he came into the league with back problems. He would always get back spasms almost every other game, and he had to wear a heating pad every single night. That's why when he started digressing and late in his career, he couldn't even hold his back right. And the other thing too is this: Draymond Green, he looked like the motherfucking donkey from Shrek, man. I'd love to slap the piss out of that motherfucker. All right, no step, man.
All I gotta say is 3 out of the last 4 championships. That's all I gotta say. Bow down.
Kelly, that's the only argument you need. Kelly, that's the only argument you need.
Hey,
word. Hold on. No, this is a whole nother season. What happened last night? What have you done for me lately? You ain't
Who's the champions? When's the last time you used to win a championship? When's the last time the Rockets won a championship? When's the last time the Rockets won a championship? And when's the last time the Rockets won a championship?
Kelly, I'm not counting championships.
Bow down to the king. I don't give a fuck. When the NBA started, well, like I said, until you knock us off, we're the champion. And so you know what it is. You know it's true. Who's the champion? Who's the current world champions? Exactly. Bow down to the king. Bow down to the king.
To be the man, you got to beat the man.
Hey, Callie, let me put it like this, though, bro. Your Warriors are vulnerable this season, bro. I'm telling you that right now. I can see them being beat this year.
Okay, if we get beat, we get beat. But have a say, if we don't get beat, you still gonna be bowed down to the king.
Well, that's true.
We still the king.
Hey, Callie, if they do win, though, we'll just eat the cloak. That's all good. It's all good.
Hey, you know what though? You guys are having problems.
I can say this. I can say this. I can say that as a Warriors fan. I'm a real Warriors fan, not some new jolly come lately Warriors fan. I'm a Warriors fan of the team that won 13 games, of a team that's won 17 games, 20 games, and a bad team. So I've been through the Warriors. I've been on the Warriors fan when they were trash, when they had the days of Mookie Blaylock and the days of Joe Barry Carroll, when they tried to Joe Barry Carroll.
I got one for you, Callie.
Hold on. I actually like Mookie Blaylock, but I'm like you. I'm a Rockets fan in and out. I was a Rockets fan when Chase Budinger was our superstar. Was our star of the team.
Dude, Chase Budinger was
I was watching the Rockets. I was watching the Rockets with Ralph Sampson. I remember Ralph Sampson and Elijah Wan when the Twin Towers, when those two were playing together, man.
That was when they traded Moses Malone.
I remember that too.
Yeah, I hate that trade.
I remember that too, man.
How about the Latrell Sprewell days?
Sprewell was my guy.
I remember when they drafted him out of Alabama, man. I remember Latrell Sprewell when he played in college.
Well, let me tell you this.
I'm a Warriors fan.
Oh, what happened? Rapture?
Yeah.
Damn, the Rapture done hit and got everybody. Everybody coming back.
But as for Cali though, little does he know that there's Warriors. In fact, they want Kevin Durant out of there. What the Warriors said is, hey, we've been winning before you. We don't need you. That's what's been going on in the locker room.
Yeah, hey, Tony Snowflake.
I'm surprised if that team breaks up.
Hey, Tony Snowflake. I'm an Oilers fan, original Oilers fan. That's why I'm a Titans fan. I am not a Texans fan. I am a Titans fan.
Hey, man, I'm still mad at the Oilers, man, for blowing that lead against the Buffalo Bills, bro.
Hey, look, hey, positive vibes only. We are not. We are not finna talk about the Oilers losing to Buffalo. You're not finna mess my day up.
Man, that was the biggest Joe job in playoff history.
We're not gonna discuss that. Do not mess my day up. Hey, so let's talk about. Hey, we can talk about anything else, but we're not gonna talk about
that. Are you kidding me? Give me a break. But I got a question for you, though. Stay ready, though.
38, 35. Come on, man. That don't even sound real. Hey, 35-3 at halftime and lose. Come on.
Hey, no, we're not. No.
I blame y'all coach.
No,
Warren Moon got fucked.
Man, I don't even blame the coach. You're not for to blame Buddy. You're not for to put this on Buddy Ryan. Rest in peace, Buddy Ryan.
Yeah, I'm blaming Buddy Ryan. I'm blaming Buddy Ryan.
Offensive coordinator. That's why he got beat up. That's why Buddy Ryan beat him up on the sideline.
Oh, I remember Buddy Ryan punched that motherfucker in the eye, bro.
Yeah. You're not for to blame Buddy Ryan. No. That's why he got his ass beat up. That was the offensive coordinator. Yeah. So, hey, matter of fact, Callie, I wanted to ask you because I haven't heard all the news on this, but what's the deal with the Andre Ward coming out of retirement?
That shit is news to me, man. Like I said, man. I mean, I don't think it's gonna happen because of so far, Callum Smith and Olasana Usyk is saying that Andre Ward's asked for way too much money, more money than they can actually pay. So I don't see that fight happening. Those fights happen anytime soon. And Andre Ward going out at 168 to fight Callum Smith, that's stupid. He walks around like a 205 right now. I just that's too much weight to cut at his age. Especially muscle, man. It's not fat. He works out every day. So he's muscle. It's muscle, man. He got muscle right now.
You can't lose muscle like that unless you just do cardio and calisthenics all day and no weights. That's hard.
Yeah, don't forget Andre Ward, 35 years old, man, going on 36. I mean, that's crazy, man. I don't think it's a good idea, man. I think he does that. That could come back to hurt him, man. You know what I mean? We've seen dudes cut weight like that before, man. Roy Jones, man, and they're never the same. So once you go up in weight like that, man, you should really consider not doing that, in my opinion. Don't cut that much weight, man. He might as well just fight a cruiserweight or something like that and call it a day.
That's scrub business. Just go and fight a cruiser. So now we got that part out the way because I did want to just speak on that. I do got some news I do want to talk about as far as boxing goes, and then we can get back to shooting the shit. But as of Boxing 24 reported that Jarrell Big Baby Miller told Boxing 24 that Dillian White is upset and that Jarrell Big Baby Miller could face Anthony Joshua next. This was reported an hour ago by Scott Giffel. Said Dillian White, the body snatcher White, is up in arms and complaining about how he is not heard a peep out of Anthony Joshua for a fight between them on April 13th on Skybox. You know, in Wembley, in London, England, on April 13th. White says that he's heard rumors that Joshua will be fighting American Jarrell Big Baby Miller in his next fight at Madison Square Garden in New York. If that turns out to the situation, then Matchroom boxing promoter Eddie Hearn is going to need to find someone popular to plug into the place of Joshua to try to fill that giant 100,000 seats Wembley Stadium on April 13th. Amir Khan is rumored to be fighting WBO welterweight champion Terrence Crawford in February. So he's not a
he accepted that fight today. Hey, he accepted that fight today. It's over.
I saw that too. I was gonna touch on that. They said so he's not a good possibility for facing Kell Brook on April 13th. It also says Joshua versus Miller wouldn't be a fight for the British boxing fans since they don't seem eager to see this match. Joshua Miller would be a fight for the U.S. boxing fans and a way to help build Joshua brand in America. If Hearn had his way, Joshua would likely continue to fight in the UK for the remainder of his career without ever coming to the States. But then again, he would never build a fan base there. If Joshua is the one that's making the decisions to fight in America, then he's showing foresight and realizing that he can become a bigger star if he starts fighting in the U.S. against top names. Joshua is already a star in the UK, so there's no point in him to continue fighting over there on a regular basis. Right now, Joshua needs to be fighting the likes of Miller, Luis King Kong Ortiz, White, Bryant Jennings, Adam Kownacki, and Dominic Breazeale in the U.S. White says that he'll have a meeting with Hearn in mid-January to discuss his next fight. It's likely at the time Hearn will reveal the bad news for White that he doesn't have the fight with Joshua on April 13th. If Joshua chooses Miller over White, it'll be a decision made on him being a proven player, someone that can bring in the boxing fans. Facing Miller will help Joshua will build a fan base in the U.S. to help make a unification fight against the WBC heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder a bigger affair for when they eventually fight each other. I want to know what's going on so I can get prepared, White said to IFL TV about the possibility of fighting Joshua on April 13th. The rumor is Joshua is going to fight. Hold on. I'm sorry, I hit too many buttons. The rumor is Joshua is going to fight Jarrell Big Baby Miller. So, panel, what is y'all take on that?
Let me hop on this. Let me hop on this because I got to say this. Jarrell Miller, not Jarrell Miller, but Dillian White should go to PBC, man. That's what really needs to happen. This dude, all these dudes, Eddie Hearn, only priority is Anthony Joshua. I don't know why these other fighters don't get this. Dillian White's discussed this before, but you guys are on the back burner. He does not give a fuck about you. Period. None of you guys. You guys are all pawns for Anthony Joshua. You guys are all, it's all about protecting Anthony Joshua and about helping Anthony Joshua. His only concern is Anthony Joshua, especially when it comes to the heavyweight division. You guys are used as feeder fish for this dude. You know what I mean? So obviously, here's the thing. This is what they found out. They were trying to play this game, and they were still trying to do it as a way to see if they could convince the UK public in order to buy Dillian White versus Anthony Joshua in Wembley Stadium. It's not working. So their backup plan was Jarrell Miller just in case, and they're going to have to try to find something else. So they may put Dillian White in there, maybe with a Luis Ortiz or somebody like that, to try to sell out that arena. I mean, that stadium, man. He has his stable is garbage, man. Or maybe he's going to have to try to come with Canelo versus Callum Smith or something like that. They're going to have to try to do something like that, man, to try to fill out that stadium, man. But he can't do it with the fighters he has because right now, like I told people before, Amir Khan is a PBC fighter. Amir Khan chose to go fight Terrence Crawford for a title. It's a better fight for him, and it's matter of fact, he's fighting a better opponent, a tougher opponent, a much far tougher opponent, especially at this stage of Kell Brook's career than Kell Brook. So yeah, it's a bigger in the UK, but this is Eddie Hearn trying to guilt Amir Khan into ducking. What do you say?
Is Amir Khan a PBC fighter, or is he?
He's a PBC. Amir Khan is a PBC fighter. He's Al Heyman fighter, man. That's a fact. He actually is an Al Heyman fighter. Eddie Hearn is only his UK promoter because in the UK you have to have a promoter. So that's why he's with Eddie Hearn. Other than that, he wouldn't have a promoter. He doesn't have a promoter in the US. And Amir Khan has a built-in fan base here. But yeah, he's a PBC fighter, man. And he has enough common sense to know he's like, man, I'm not gonna go fight, to fight this fight over at Kell Brook. This is just a domestic fight. And he's figuring like, man, it's still there. Kell Brook ain't going nowhere. Kell Brook need him. So, you know what I mean? Maybe Eddie Hearn would try to set up Jared Hurd or something like that versus Kell Brook. That maybe a backup route option he may be looking to go to try to overpay Kell Brook and hope that overpay Jared Hurd and hope Kell Brook doesn't get knocked out. So they could try to rob, Jared Hurd. But this is all like one game plan, man. They don't want Anthony Joshua to look bad again for not having the ability to sell out Wembley Stadium. So they're going to try to make it look like the whole time their goal was to come over here to America. They originally wanted to do that anyway, but the goal is they know when they come here now, they're going to have to fight Deontay Wilder eventually. But they're still trying to get Deontay Wilder in Wembley Stadium eventually. Wilder's not going to go. I don't think Wilder's going to go to the UK anymore. Wilder doesn't need to go to the UK. They need Deontay Wilder, man. And as long as he comes to the US, people are going to ask him, when are you going to fight Deontay Wilder? He's going to catch hell. So Anthony Joshua, we think he's feeling pressure in the UK? He's going to feel a lot of pressure when he come over here, and he's not fighting Deontay Wilder. He's over there talking about, I'll fight Big Baby Miller in America, but I won't fight Deontay Wilder in America. No. No one's going to, that's not going to fly. Anthony Joshua is going to have to step up and fight somebody. He will knock out Big Baby Miller if they do fight, and then he'll go back to fighting some mandatories until he's pressured into fighting in America again.
All right. So I'm gonna go over to CB with this one. So CB, as far as Anthony Joshua fighting Jarrell Big Baby Miller, what level of well, I'm gonna say this: do you think they can sell out any arena with that fight here in America?
It's gonna be very hard to. I would err on the side of no, because nobody knows Anthony Joshua, and nobody even in New York at the Barclays know who Jarrell Big Baby Miller is. Like nobody knows. Like when him and Danny Jacobs, two guys from right there in Brooklyn, only put about 6,800 people in the Barclays. That told me all I need to know. You know what I'm saying? Like, and nobody over here knows who Anthony Joshua is. You had Stephen A. Smith calling him Anthony Johnson. You know, like
Reggie
seriously,
Miller. That was Reggie Miller.
Well, yeah. But Stephen A. Smith did it too on his radio show. You know, which is insane. So it's like I don't see them selling out, not even the Barclays, which I don't even know if they can get into the Barclays. They might be able to, they might not, but they'd be better off trying to sell out. You know, their best chance to sell out an arena would be the Barclays because you can't go West Coast. Nobody knows you're there. You can't go down south. You know,
and Al Heyman locked them out of the Barclays Center. They can go to Madison Square Garden. I think they can sell out Madison Square Garden.
I don't see it unless you got a lot of people from the UK that's gonna fly over there.
Yeah, that's the point. I think they could, but it'll only be that for that reason because they flew out for Tyson Fury. I was just coming to you, Rough House. Actually,
I was gonna say, man, if they do sell out Madison Square Garden, it'll be the small room. You know what I'm saying? And it's to their detriment. They got to have that fight somewhere on the East Coast to make it more convenient for the UK fans to come out. Now, granted, they showed up for Tyson Fury, but at the same time, Deontay Wilder was the hometown favorite. He was the home draw. So, you know, now in terms, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say salute to one of them ones in the chat. Hey, I sent you a link, my brother. Hey, D-Lo 404 says they will have to promote the hell out of this fight and price the tickets cheap. So, hey, what you think about that, all right, fella?
They may give it away.
I think the fight could sell. Just because of the build up, Blubber Lane's gonna put. Just because of the
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, I think the fight could do well at the Madison Square Garden, and not in the small room, in the big room actually. With the build up that Blubber Lane's gonna bring to Anthony Joshua, they already got a little bit of a storyline there. You know what I mean? Blubber Lane going at AJ's mama and whatnot. I mean, I feel garnered some notoriety. I mean, AJ got fanboys, you know what I mean? And that's more than Tyson Fury has. Tyson Fury doesn't really have fanboys, but AJ got some mass amount of fanboys. And I think they'll travel for his first fight in America. What y'all think about that?
I don't see them traveling like that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't. Like, they fanboys over in the UK, but when they, you know what I'm saying, like, I don't see them travel. Like, some of them will travel, but for the most part, they don't. I think they travel because Tyson Fury, because they feel like he's the real heavyweight champion of the world. You know what I'm saying? The unified heavyweight champion of the world. So they wanted to go see it. Then not there, but Tyson Fury also had a dance partner in Deontay Wilder. And that fight was 3 years in the making. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be honest about it, because back in 2016, with January 2016, when they got in the ring with each other, you know, so that fight had been in the making already. So people were just, the anticipation was there, and then the way they talk trash. And so if the only one that's going to be talking and trying to sell the fight is Jarrell Miller, people are like, who this lame that he trying to, who this old muscle bound lame that he, dude is a lame. Like, nah.
Hey, but it's TV sports. You don't think you don't think the gay community is gonna like show up and show out for AJ?
I mean,
what you guys.
Hold on, Kelly. Hey, chill with that. Don't give me pop. Don't give me pop. Y'all is not for the get
hey, I'm trying to be real.
I don't want to.
No, but I'm gonna tell you guys. something. Man. You guys left out this one. There's a lot of people from the
Scrapbook Boxing. If y'all haven't subscribed to Scrapbook Boxing and y'all on this chat, go subscribe to Scrapbook Boxing. All right, go ahead, Kelly.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in the United States that are from the UK, that are born and raised in the UK, man, but they reside here now, man. You're going to get a lot of those people showing up to that fight. I guarantee you, because I have some that work in my job. There's a couple of people, then one guy is an AJ fan. I said, hello to the Joshua. All the fakes fun. I think it's fun. I find St. Anthony Joshua. I like St. Anthony Joshua, but you know what I mean. You can pass whatever you like, bro. But I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, I think they'll sell it out, man. I think there'll be a lot of UK people who live within the borders of the United States of America and in Canada. There's you people from the UK who live in Canada. So I think those people will actually go to the fight too. I do.
Yeah, I believe it too. Say PK boxing MMA, same question.
I think that it might sell. I mean, it's just speculation. I think that it might sell at the gate, but man, I don't know about a pay-per-view at all, man. Like I said, it was already kind of alluded to. Like Tyson,
it won't be. It'll be on the zone.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the zone fight.
Yeah, no one's gonna watch it. No one's gonna watch it on the zone though, man. But it will. They probably will sell arena out. The money, but who cares if it sells out? If no one watches on the zone, it's not gonna make any money.
That's what I'm saying. I think some people might actually show up to the fight, but I mean that's
on Twitter. So leave was.
No, go ahead, PK.
No, I was just saying. Yeah, I kind of agree with what Callie said. It's I don't know. It'll sell, but I don't think it's gonna be. It's never unless he's fighting Wilder or unless he's fighting Fury. Nobody's really gonna care. I think Fury separated himself from AJ, because there was some kind of there was some plausible deniability of whether who's the real champion. I think everyone is kind of on board with Tyson Fury being the real champion now, especially the way he performed against Wilder, and Wilder still has the belt. So I think AJ is definitely on the outside looking in now.
All right, so legendary boxing. I got a question for you. You're a historian of the game, just like because you kind of put me in the mind of scrapbook, blood, because I seen your video on the Black Murderers Row today. So as far as this fight goes, how do you think with the style of both fighters, what do you think will be the outcome of this fight with them two fighting? If that's the fight that's gonna happen.
Oh man, I'm about to shock y'all with my answer on that, man.
No, you won't.
I actually had Big Baby in that fight, man.
I can understand why you pick Big Baby.
Big Baby gonna come in there big as a house. You hit me? Like a Brahma bull, by 315, 320 on Anthony Joshua ass, and he gonna make.
And he gonna sleep.
He gonna lay on and put that weight on him.
Goddamn right. He gonna make it. He gonna force him to work. We already know Anthony Joshua got stamina issues. You know what I'm saying? I see Big Baby outworking him. You know what I'm saying in that fight. But I think Joshua gonna sell out. I think he'll sell out the guard. You feel me? So we gotta remember Anthony Joshua entertainer at the end of the day. You feel me? He got most of his popularity off of being an entertainer. You see what I'm saying? So I think they'll actually come over. It ain't number like 6 hours from the UK to New York. You feel me? And then, that's kind of like a second home to them. So, yeah, I can see the UK fans coming out to support Anthony Joshua on his first American fight.
Okay. Hey, but my
hey, legendary Top Cats, are you saying that Anthony Joshua starring in the new movie Brokeback Mountain 2? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, he can, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? I think that motherfucker put up some numbers like Black Panther did, goddamn. Anthony Joshua's in there.
Yeah. Hey, but Mahari, same question.
Well, I mean, the fight could sell well, but the big problem I have with that fight is that, if the fight's going to be in Madison Square Garden, it has to be on a major network, like on Showtime, something like that. We know HBO's dead. The problem is that there's not many people who have the Zone app, and the people who have the Zone app, have had major complaints about it, that the program has to buffer a couple more times. Because when I ordered the fight on Showtime between Wilder and Fury, it only buffered twice. And I was able to watch the fight with no problems at all. And so, the thing with that fight is that, Big Baby Miller is from New York. Is he popular or something like that? I don't know. But, Joshua has put himself in a bad position right now where, he's on the outside looking in. If he had a fight with, let's say, Tyson Fury per se, that would sell out even more, especially if you decide to bring the fight either to the UK or the US. But because of the fact that nobody in the UK is interested in watching Anthony Joshua fight Dillian White again, which you saw in the reaction of the boos there. I mean, what's the point? I mean, at this point, to me, I think that Dillian White should probably just move on to the PBC or something, because just like what Kali said before, they're the only investment that Matchroom Boxing has right now is Anthony Joshua. They're all in on Anthony Joshua. Everybody else is just be damned. I don't see the fight between Miller and Joshua doing well at all. I mean, it could sell out, but is it going to attract enough viewers for people to watch the fight? They don't. People know more about Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder at this current point right now. And that's what you don't take the $50 million and then split it 50-50. That's what a lot of these Eddie Hearn protectors don't understand. He could have taken the $50 million, split it 50-50, have the fight in America, and we would have not had this problem. But they overplayed their hand, and now they're on the outside looking in.
All right, we're gonna touch on that next. So I'm gonna ask Fuller this one. So Fuller,
what's up?
All right. As far as the zone, the Eddie Hearn situation, the Golden Boy situation, if Anthony Joshua fight Big Baby Miller over here in the States, and you already know numbers for the zone, they've been trash and garbage. Does the zone pick this fight up, or do they let Showtime grab it?
At this point, I think like Eddie Hearn don't know what he's doing with the zone, and I don't think their policy is going to change. So with this fight, I don't think anything's going to change. So Showtime will have no choice but to pick it up, because ever since the thing is with the zone,
because this fight happening in America.
The zone is going to pick it up. The zone's going to pick it up for the simple fact that they're going to take a risk and hope that Anthony Joshua can show some kind of star power within the borders of the United States of America, and hope that Jarrell Miller can help sell the fight. But to me, a guy who's proven to be an attraction in New York already is Luis Ortiz. That would make the most sense for him if he really want to pack it out. If he want to get a draw, everyone knows he'll be a threat to Anthony Joshua. I mean, that's the best way to get people to come watch. But they're not going to do that because he is a threat.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree with that, man. And I'll be honest with you, man. I kind of think that he might fight Big Baby, regardless of what they're saying about fighting in Madison Square Garden. I think he might fight Big Baby over there at Wembley. Real talk.
No. Big Baby said he's not going over there. He said he's not fighting out overseas. Period. Except, he did say he would fight him, but he said he won't fight. He want to fight AJ only in America. That's what Big Baby Miller said. For real,
man. They got to do something to plug that April 13th date. Kell Brook and Amir Khan is a wash now.
No, Kell Brook. This is my question for you, Callie. But I'm gonna get the Roughhouse first, and then I got a question for you, Callie. Okay, Roughhouse. Let's say they don't have another fighter to fill that Wembley date. Anthony Joshua is going to be that date. They said that some of the fights that could happen is that if it's not Miller or White, Luis Ortiz, Wilder, Bryant Jennings, Adam Kownacki, and Dominic Breazeale, which I doubt Dominic Breazeale is even in talks because they already fought. So let's say Luis King Kong Ortiz, Bryant Jennings, and Adam Kownacki. Who would be the best fight to take over there to Wembley if they have to fill that date? Because it's not going to be Miller, and it's not going to be Wilder, and we know it's not going to be Breazeale.
Now, when we say best, are we talking about like the one that's going to pack the seats? If that's the case,
the only one that could pack the seats
is Ortiz. That's Ortiz, man, and Brian Jennings and Kownacki. Nah, that's
Kownacki for the fight on the 13th. I mean, on the 19th. Is it the 19th? When is Keith Thurman's fight?
I think it is.
Keith Thurman fight the 26th.
Oh, 26th. Okay.
Adam Kownacki is fighting on that undercard. He's fighting Gerald Washington.
Well then, the odds are that he probably won't be in ready for that fight. Yeah. So
Yeah,
it's gonna have to be either Brian Jennings or Luis Ortiz. Ortiz is the fight if you want to pack the house out. Now
Adam Kownacki gonna knock out Gerald Washington. Y'all,
But then pack Wembley out. Pack Wembley. Come on, they can pack Wembley with Pulev. Y'all forgetting about Pulev.
They can't pack Wembley with Pulev. They know that too, which is why they're not even talking about it.
They did it in Cardiff. They did it in Cardiff.
But we're talking about
he got replaced with Takam, and he got replaced with Takam.
Yeah, but we're talking about the options that we got on hand, which is Ortiz and Brian Jennings. They're gonna pack the house out with Brian Jennings.
No, but see, fella, what you fail to realize is this: they was able to pack it out with Carlos Takam because AJ was just coming fresh off that Klitschko fight. You see what I'm saying? That all that momentum from that is over with. It's a wrap. Everybody see him as a coward. You done turned down $50 million. Man, they better not try to put no Kubrat Pulev over there in Wimbledon Stadium. They won't get 30,000 in there. If you want to have the best chance to get, go ahead.
No, they just saw him. They just saw him fight Huey Fury, and he didn't look that great. And Huey Fury looked like crap too. So, nah, man, that's not gonna work, man. People have seen now, and people are not convinced that that Pulev is gonna do anything for them. They want an actual threat, and Luis Ortiz is an actual threat. And you could I think you might have a good chance if you sell the fight right. You got a chance, Dillian White versus Luis Ortiz, but they don't want to do that because they still want Dillian White as a potential fight sometime down the road with Anthony Joshua. So they want to keep Dillian White safe. But Dillian White should have known. I tried to say this, that Dillian White is a pawn, man. They only wanted to keep him safe because they did want Dillian White to fight Anthony Joshua in Wembley Stadium. But they realized that they're trying to keep Anthony Joshua from being humiliated. So that's why they're not trying to make this fight right now, man. They're trying to protect
humiliation. So you put him in there with Ortiz?
Hey,
and not Pulev? Come on, man.
Hold on. And D'Lo 404 got a point. D'Lo 404 said Pulev, Brian Jennings is too small, and Pulev probably still don't want to fight AJ. Pulev have been a mandatory and been ducking AJ for a while. He's been ducking because he hasn't even tried to pull that fight, and he's been sitting at that mandatory spot for how long now?
Too long.
Yeah, over a year now, going on about a year and a half.
Yeah, so he's the one not pushing for that fight. So you can't sit there and say AJ wants that. I mean, AJ can make that fight happen. Nobody's thinking about Pulev because Pulev's not even trying to force the issue to make the fight.
AJ blow that away, man. AJ,
I don't deny that,
okay.
But don't discredit him as being a dark horse because he's definitely a possibility. You have to think in the mind of a coward. You got to think of a mind in the mind of a guy that likes to go to Oregon to run trains, and I don't mean public transit. You dig? You know what I mean? And if you think in that mind, that type of mindset, Pulev might be the guy you want to tangle with.
Hey, but look, we got to look at it like this here, too. We still fucking with Eddie Hearn, you feel me? So I know that Ortiz and Joshua, that'll be a good fight. But see, that shit ain't in-house for Eddie Hearn, you feel me? He trying to take all the bread off the table, you feel me? He trying to get more than the fighters, goddamn. That's the whole reason why the Wilder fight ain't happening, you feel me? He trying to make more than Wilder. So that Ortiz fight, I don't think that's likely, man. I think Anthony Joshua gonna finish his career without fighting Ortiz. He just gonna leave that stain on his record, man. I think Eddie Hearn to go with a big baby because it's in-house, you feel me? And he can give Big Baby some crumbs.
I'm gonna tell you another thing, and D'Lo 404 just reminded me, and it wasn't even just the white fight, D'Lo. It was Miller too. Eddie Hearn bullshitted Pulev with Dillian White and Jarrell Big Baby Miller. Messed him over, and so I don't see Pulev sitting there. I think Pulev gonna try to sit back until they throw a purse bid out. So, but I'm gonna ask Callie this. So, Callie, as far as April 13th go, and that date has to be filled because they already, grabbed that spot. Who can they get to fight in that spot? And I mean any of their fighters, any of the UK fighters that is on Matchroom, they can get to fill that spot and even come close to getting their money back to Wembley. And I need the opponents too, because opponents matter more than their fighter. Because we know Kell Brook not fighting Amir Khan. If it was
Andre
Amir Khan,
Andre Ward Usyk.
Andre Ward is the A side, whether Usyk is the undisputed champion or not.
Yep.
It's not going to UK, and it wouldn't even be Usyk.
True. I'm just putting that out there. It ain't sticking.
Yeah.
Just a random thought. What is your thoughts? Because these are my thoughts.
Hold on.
Eddie
Nobody
Hearn
else
said no.
Hold that thought, because nobody even gave me an answer to that question. Nobody even thought about it. D-Lo, you can't say Fury when Fury is not Richard Saber. Y'all know who he's an MTX fighter, MTK Global fighter.
Yep.
I'm talking about
Frank Warren
only fighters. They mean Kell Brook. His top fighters is Kell Brook and Dillian White outside of Anthony Joshua. Who can they get in the fight?
Callum Smith would have to be matched up with somebody nice.
Is Callum
Canelo.
I thought Callum Smith was a Frank Warren fighter, but he might be
No,
a match.
Eddie, he on Matchroom. He on Matchroom.
He's Matchroom.
Okay. Callum Smith is the next top fighter. What about you, Ack and 503? I ain't heard from y'all in a while. What y'all think? Y'all got any take on that?
I kind of just jumped in on that conversation. I don't really know what the question.
This was the question. I said, okay, we was talking about AJ, his potential fight with Terrell Big Baby Miller or Brian Jennings, Adam Kownacki, Dominic Breazeale, because they say he might not be fighting Dillian White. But they talking about he might be coming to America to fight Miller. But that April 13th slot has to be filled. Who can Eddie Hearn fill that slot with to at least fill half the stadium? I'm not even saying the whole thing. Just do enough so that they can make profit and the stadium can make profit. Who can they put in that slot and make that fight? And you can't say Amir Khan, because Amir Khan for the fight Terrence Crawford. So I need somebody that's in the Matchroom Stadium and a good opponent that they can have. That with their matchmakers, they can probably come up with something to make some money with the Wembley. Because I can only think of one fight right now. One.
Oh,
who is that?
That's a hard one. That's a good question, but that's a hard one. Could we say I wouldn't? I don't think you think Kell Brook could sell it out with Jared Hurd.
No.
I would say Demetrius Andrade and Billy Joe Saunders.
Oh,
but Billy Joe, he fought so heavy.
Yeah, Billy Joe's with Frank Warren though.
But Demetrius Andrade is a champion.
Yeah, they would do co-promote.
They would co-promote that fight.
Yeah. That's plausible.
That is the only fight that I can honestly think
was a good one, Matt. That was a good one, but isn't he already fighting that Arthur Applebaum dude?
In January, though.
Yeah, but that's this month. I mean, we're talking about April.
Yeah. Hey, well, you don't think they'd be able to put White and Ortiz in that slot?
No.
You don't?
White doesn't want to fight Ortiz.
That's an undercard. That's an 0-2. That's an 0-2 type of fight.
Yeah, that's definitely
I think that would sell out Wembley, bro.
I'm saying it'll sell out Wembley, but I don't see that fight happening. Dillian White done ducked Ortiz how many times?
Right. Well, I'm just saying as potential matchups. That's all I'm saying.
Callum Smith against George Groves, the rematch, possibly so. I mean,
that would. You know what? That would sell. But that will sell.
Hey, but that's 100,000 seats though. You feel me?
Yeah, you're right.
Else to feel that. If AJ ain't in the ring fighting, man, they out of there. You feel me? They finna take a super L on that, man.
Tevin former Josh Warmington unification fight.
That'll have to be.
Oh no, Josh, I'm tripping. That's two different weight classes. I'm tripping.
Tevin former be a undercard fighter though.
Yeah, he is.
UK, especially in the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah. What you got, 503? You quiet over there, man.
Yeah, I think Kell Brook probably versus Jared Hurd. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, Demetrius Andrade versus Billy Joe Saunders. Man, them the only two fights I see. Cause Either way you go, you gonna lose money like legendary Top Cat say, man. You know, AJ is a Wembley guy. You know what I'm saying? So you would really, honestly, you would be taking the chance putting anybody else on the main card slot. You know what I'm saying? If it's not Anthony Joshua, so you know you would have to promote the fuck out that fight, man. Personally, but I think Billy Joe and Demetrius Andrade could do it.
Yeah. Hey,
y'all don't forget George Groves and Carl Froch did 80,000 at Wembley once upon a time.
I was gonna say, man, that when you mentioned the Callum Smith George Groves rematch, that would be the one that I could see feasibly because of their draw in the UK. Like Groves is pretty popular, and Callum Smith has grown in popularity as well.
Yeah.
So I could see that potentially.
What was the first fight like though? Was it competitive?
That's my only problem with it. Like it was competitive until Smith just smoked him. You know what I'm saying? Like that counter left hook. So I don't know if the second fight would go that much differently. That's the only thing about it.
I can think of a fight that might sell, and I don't know if y'all agree. I don't think he's ready for a fight like that, but it'll sell because they both matchroom fighters and they both in the same weight class.
Who's that?
Josh Buatsi and Artur Beterbiev. Championship fight, you bringing them a championship fight. Not saying the name's gonna be there, but you bringing them a championship fight and something to look forward to. It's just a thought. I'm not saying it's gonna happen. It's just a thought.
Right.
Or you can bring a Brandon Rios against a Josh Kelly.
I was gonna say you can try to stick Josh Kelly in there.
Yeah, with somebody like a Brandon Rios.
Yep.
Since Brandon Rios side with Matchroom.
Yeah, that's a nice little undercard.
He said that's a nice undercard.
That's what I said. I didn't see that being a main event. You know, 80,000, 90,000 seat packer.
D-Lo 446. He said the Spice Girls, Paul McCartney, and the Rolling Stones.
Real talk.
Hey, is Conor Ben still boxing?
Yep, he's still out there. Conor Ben, yeah, he's kind of been inactive lately. Yeah, Eddie needs to give him some work. Shit, what's going on?
Hey, is Carl Froch still boxing?
Nah, just
D-Lo
talking.
446 said Carl Froch.
What about Dubois?
What's up?
What about Daniel Dubois?
He's not ready for the spotlight.
Yeah.
And he's Frank Warren fighter.
He was Frank Warren anyway, bro.
Yeah. Hey, I was gonna say, man, just with us sitting up here racking our brain.
What the hell just happened?
Fuck, man.
Damn. Hey, Russ drop out every time.
Yep. The same.
Hey, I just want to say something. What is your thoughts on Eddie Hearn saying that Deontay Wilder is the less of the threatening heavyweights, the least of the threatening heavyweights for Anthony Joshua to face? Is there any way to get in touch with Eddie Hearn and say, make the fight then, since it's the easiest, it's the less threatening one to make?
No, he didn't say it was the less threatening. He said it was the easiest to make. He said Fury was harder to make.
No, but he said Deontay Wilder is the least threatening to Anthony Joshua.
He said that would be the easiest fight for Anthony Joshua.
Yeah, he said that would be the easy work, basically.
Well, if it's so easy, make the fight.
Real talk. Hey, before I got raptured, man, I was gonna say, man, we sitting up here, we were trying to rack our brains, trying to think of a replacement fight, man. Just think of what Eddie Hearn is going through right now. You know what I'm saying?
Probably running like a chicken with his head cut off.
Dog, I didn't think about it before, but that dude is under some pressure.
Yeah, that was the main reason I asked y'all that question, because think about us trying to come up with it. And that was just my whole point of that question. That's why I wanted to ask Kelly that question first, because it's no way, it's nobody for him to put in there. Nobody.
Well, I said maybe. Here's another option. Like I said, it's overtake Canelo. He might keep him stiff there.
Yo, you breaking up, Callie?
It's like a hope and a prayer, man.
You DJ screwing over there, my boy.
Real talk. You doing the Matrix?
Yeah, you doing the Matrix.
It's still happening.
Say something else.
Go ahead and cook, Kelly. Let me,
Like I said, Callum Smith versus Canelo Alvarez is an option.
But
that's not gonna happen though.
I'm saying because Canelo is a super A side on that one. You think he'll fight over there?
Dude, that's a dangerous fight for Canelo. I
No, but you'd have to overpay. You have to overpay him dramatically and hope just because the goal is they're gonna have to take a loss in this and hope to keep you, make sure that you stay in good standing with Wembley. That's the whole thing.
Yeah. Hey, I want to go ahead and make a prediction, man. I'm gonna make a prediction that by this time next year, if we live to see it, Dillian White gonna be a PBC UK fighter.
Damn, that's a bold one, man. I don't think.
That's what I just said. I
don't know. That's a decent little prediction.
Yeah,
I can see that, but I still think he's set in his ways and he loves the old matchroom plantation. You know what I mean? And he like old Master Eddie up by his side.
Hey, but look, is Dillian White really a matchroom fighter though?
Not really.
Working with, that's what I'm saying. I think he just be working with Eddie Hearn. He know Eddie Hearn fucking him. He treat him like a redhead stepchild with the flu.
Real talk.
Al Heyman come over there and he throwing that money around. He get exposure for the UK and for the US. I think Dillian White arrive. I think he'll fuck around and go over there with it. That's a good point.
I do too. Exactly.
But the only thing about it that I don't see it happen is Dillian White can't be protected then.
Exactly. Go on, tell him, man. As soon as
Dillian White's protected.
And Dillian White likes protection.
Yep. No, man, I don't want to fight Uncle Luis. No. He protected over there at that plantation, man. Master Herb keep him protected.
Yeah, he's gonna start getting injured a lot.
Then why this dude sitting over here doing all this huffing and puffing and crying and screaming and kicking and yelling and stuff about how Eddie giving him the shaft?
And he said getting the shaft, but he being compensated well though. Eddie Hearn's compensating him well, which is kind of the reason why he's been kind of being quiet about a lot of this stuff. He wants a title shot, but he don't want to have to do what he has to do to guarantee him a shot. He should have fought those title eliminators, and Eddie Hearn wouldn't have been. They wouldn't have been able to do this to him.
Hold on, real quick. Hey, Michael
He
Johnson.
fucked himself.
Hold on, Kelly. Hey, Michael. Somebody go on mute. Stay here. There it is. All right. Michael Johnson says Dillian White need protection from who? Well, let's see. He dug Pulev for the mandatory. Hold on, yeah, I'm gonna get that, but
okay.
He could have fought Pulev for the mandatory. Was it the IBF?
Yep. The IBF. It was the IBF. He didn't want to go to Bulgaria. Remember?
It was purse bid. And can't nobody tell me different that he didn't duck that. They lost. From what Eddie Hearn said, he said he was winning purse bids. That was the first purse bid he lost.
Oh, actually, it wasn't Bulgaria. Remember, that fight was going to be in New York. Remember, because the fight was supposed to take place in America. Dillian White, and he still turned it down. He was an idiot.
Yeah, that's first. So that's your first protection. Could have been a mandatory for Anthony Joshua with the IBF, and IBF was going to make that fight happen. 2, Dillian White dug Luis Ortiz. He said Luis Ortiz priced himself out. We don't know what they offer because from what I heard.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I know what they offered. $250,000 flat fee.
$250,000 flat fee. What fighter that's a top heavyweight, literally a top 4 heavyweight, gonna take a $250,000 flat fee from somebody that's beneath him as a B-side fighter? 3, he dug Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder just straight up told him, all you have to do is fight Luis Ortiz, and I'll fight you. And then they was gonna skip Brazil. Brazil was the mandatory, but the WBC made that a finals eliminator that would have gave him the mandatory spot. It would have gave him that mandatory spot that would have put him in position to fight Deontay Wilder. They mandated that fight for eliminator, and he would have got a mandatory spot. He is not the mandatory. Just because you hold the WBC silver title does not make you mandatory.
Nope.
The intern
fight
belt,
that eliminator.
The intern belt is the only belt that makes you a mandatory. The only one. There is no other belt that puts you in the mandatory position. The WBC silver title is the same thing as the WBA regular title. That's it. He says Luis Ortiz is technically not a guaranteed shot at Wilder. If he would have took that fight, they would have mandated as a finals eliminator. That's how he would have been a mandatory. And it would have been it was already mandated by the WBC, so that could happen. But that's the second eliminator that he done. What was the other eliminator counted? Because it was another eliminator before that.
Did you mention Brazil?
Oh yeah. It was Dominic Brazil. They was gonna mandate the Dominic Brazil fight, and he could have got that mandatory spot. He turned that one down.
Remember, he ducked Luis Ortiz twice. He ducked him in the summer, and he ducked him at the end of the year.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I just mentioned. So you gotta go through and look at, read your articles, do your news, and do your research. These are all facts that I'm giving you. Did White go over there? He's not protected from nobody.
Yeah, this dude missed opportunity to fight for the title multiple times. You can't even get upset. You should blame himself.
He say who? Hold on. Hey, hold on, real quick, y'all.
You mind if I say something?
You got the floor, bro.
What'd you say?
Oh.
Yeah, he said, this was his question. He said, who would want to see a secondary eliminator for a fight in 2020 or 2021? Hey, who want to cook?
I'll cook first.
All right, y'all go on and address that real quick, and I'll be right back.
Yeah, man. I mean, let's put it this way. I mean, we've seen too many fighters from Matchroom duck mandatories, duck guys they want to fight in, and it's like, are you going to just leave Matchroom, or you just want to content with just being a help? What y'all think?
No, I'll say this. So when he had an opportunity to fight Luis Ortiz, he beat Luis Ortiz, he would have got a voluntary defense to fight Deontay Wilder straight away. He turned that down. And second, you said talking about 2021. Well, he could have fought Dominic Brazil he could have been a mandatory right now.
Right.
So what are you talking about, dude? He brought it all on himself. He had multiple chances to fight for a world title. He would have beat Pulev. He turned that down. Due to the joke, he should blame himself.
Exactly. I agree, Kelly. I ain't got nothing to say about that.
Yeah. Hey, on this, because I ain't heard you talk too much of nothing.
You said me?
Yeah, he said Ack.
Ack-Reacher. 45.
Okay. Well, I kind of feel like most everybody on the panel, Dillian White, if you got an opportunity, I don't see why you would even turn it down. He had two opportunities to meet a fight to elite heavyweight and, kind of cement his spot. Everybody defending Dillian White, but Dillian White don't want to defend himself. A lot of these UK dudes, you didn't want to fight. You didn't want to fight Dominic Brazil, which, possibly since you've been more active, we could have possibly favored you in that fight. A few of us, I'm sure. And you didn't want to fight Luis King Kong Ortiz. I wouldn't have favored you in that, but it would have still been nice to see. It'd have been nice to see Uncle Luis, get some sort of title, well, not a title shot, but to get an elite opponent, being that nobody still wants to fight him, and a dude you guys say is like 49 years old. Like I said, if that's how you look when you're 49, I can't wait to turn 49.
That's quite a business. He also said Dillian White should leave Matchroom and fight Matchroom. Sorry, and fight Brazil. Dude, I've been saying in my videos, go look at my page about Dillian. I'm not questioning. You said it's just what you're saying on the comments right now. He should leave Matchroom, but I don't think he is, because Matchroom is protecting him like they doing Joshua. And that's just my take on it. Hey guys, I'm gonna cut this one short. I'm gonna start getting everybody last words, man. And I appreciate everybody coming through it in the chat. Hey, but go ahead and give me your last words.
Yeah, man, I appreciate being on here on this live chat here today. A lot of good topics, a lot of good things to discuss about. And the fact of the matter is this: the boxers in Matchroom need to get it out or just content being slaves. That's how it is at this point. Here's the message to every boxer out there: do not sign with Matchroom, do not sign with Golden Boy, and definitely do not sign with Top Money because you won't have nothing to do and just sit on your ass and taking set aside money. That's just the facts. Peace, y'all.
Hey, Fooler, let me get your last words, my brother.
Thank you first and foremost for having me on the panel. It was a good panel. I really appreciate it. Shout outs to everybody on the panel. Shout outs to the cities, Texas, NY, Philly, Bay Area as well. And just two more, about 3 or 4 more words. All I got to say is, what about Chicago? I mean, what about Chicago? What about Chicago? Oh, yeah, they're getting beat by Philly this weekend. That's all I got to say.
Carbro left?
Yeah, I was about to just say that. I was just about to say that.
CB gone.
Yes, he lucky CB gone. Hey man, salute to John Boxing, pound P for P, pound for pound, the best. Man, let me tell y'all something. That guy right there, he's not a part of the LDBC, but man, he takes up for us against people like Sean Newton and others. And I salute him and I follow that guy. He keep it 100, man. If y'all haven't, man, go subscribe to that cat. Get him over 100. He was at 86 followers last I looked. But yeah, get him over 100. He do good videos.
What's his name? John Boxing?
Yeah, John Boxing.
Yeah, he used to have what? He must have lost his old channel.
Yeah, he did. That's what he told me today. He lost his old channel.
Yeah, he used to be LDBC, man. I don't know what happened. I guess he decided to not stick around, but I get it, man. He's been going back and forth between him and Sean him and Sean have been going back and forth forever, man. Forever, man. Everybody else moved on from that dude, but he still wanted to do it. But I get it, man. Do your thing. That's your channel.
Yeah, man. Salute to you though, because you do put out some good content besides when you are talking boxing, and I like it. So hey, I'll help you out, man. I like your content, bro. Hey, Legendary, go ahead and give me your last words, bro.
Man, appreciate you, Mac, man. Like always, man, it'd be super loud to come up here and build with y'all kings, man. Shout out to everybody on the panel, man. My boy Ack-Reacher, man, we pulling them all-nighters. Beat him in 1 to 1. Stay ready, fooling. Y'all fell asleep on us last night and shit, man. But it's all good, you know what I'm saying? Peace to everybody in the chat, man. You can choose, lose, stay confused. Want some cool boxing news, click that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. It's King Legendary Top Cat, man. Appreciate you, Mac.
Already, my brother. Already. Fella, let me get your last words, brother.
And once again, thank you for having me on the panel. Salute to the other half of the Houston hard hitters, 503 line. Got Patrick, boxing MMA out there. Salute to my African brother, Fula. Salute. Know what it is. Rough House Boxing TV. Cali Enigma. Ack-Reacher 45. Know what it is. And my guy, Stay Ready already. You know it's all love. And the other panelists that left out early and whatnot. Salute to y'all. My girl Wolverine, CB Sports TV. Salute. LDBC, you know what it is. Friday night, it's all love.
Always. Man, say, Kelly, go and give me your last words, my brother.
Oh, man. Come on, man. I appreciate it, man. Shouts out to everybody. LDBC, man. I see that Jared Hurd out there getting a bunch of hate from the idiots out there. You have to say y'all mad because he don't want to go over there and with your boy. You know what I'm saying? End up in a black hole, the road to nowhere. Fuck off, y'all. Y'all stay hate, man, all day. Y'all been hating on the LDBC. A lot of y'all out there, y'all still come to our channels, though, man. We keep winning and y'all keep losing, man. Fuck off, man. Like I said, man, I'm not. This is the most shine you gonna get from me. You come on my channel, I don't even respond to your motherfucking ass no more. You know it too. But like I said, man, y'all know we winning, y'all losing. Y'all can't stay away from our channel. So So salute to everybody in LWC. We gonna keep winning. Y'all gonna keep losing. I'm out.
Already. How about them Longhorns? But hey, PK, let me get your last word.
You said the long hose?
The long
Oh, okay. I know the long hose. I get it, brother. I respect for that. Shout out to the Texas A&M Aggies, though. The king of Texas.
Yeah, the king of Texas didn't beat the number 2 team in the SEC like we did. So you can have the Titans.
You didn't play. You didn't play them. You know what happened, bro. Y'all don't want to play. Guess what? Y'all ended the rivalry because y'all scared of us. You don't want no smoke with Texas A&M. I hope they beat y'all ass.
We didn't end the rivalry. Y'all left the division. Y'all ended the rivalry. It's a difference.
No, the rivalry could have stuck around. Y'all decided not to play us no more. Scared.
No, we tried to keep playing y'all. Y'all didn't schedule it. They actually said
y'all didn't want to schedule. Y'all didn't want to schedule us. I know what happened with the Board of Regents in Texas. Believe me, my cousin went to the University of Texas, and I'm still ashamed of her. She played
tomorrow
Lady Bullhorn.
Mariana National Championship. I mean, but this weekend game day, Monday National Championship. We're gonna talk about it. Hey, PK, let me get your last word.
Oh, bro, fuck you.
Where you at, PK?
Hey, Mac. I really appreciate you having me on, man. It's great to chop it up with you as always. Salute to everybody on the panel, and shout out and salute to the mighty LDBC, man. Y'all have a great weekend. Catch you on.
All right, man. Salute to you, man. Hey, Rough House, let me get your last word.
That's what's up, man. You know, as always, man, it's a good time rocking out with the big homie. Stay ready. Hey, salute to everybody that's on the panel, man. So many of them. I'm not gonna even go through everybody, but salute to everybody that's here, man. Star-studded cast, aka the usual suspects. But man, y'all already know. Y'all like that good boxing talk, breakdowns, predictions, updates, all of that. Make sure you stop by the house. Rough House Boxing TV. I am that boy Box. Just make sure you wipe your feet, close the door behind you. That's what's up. Gee.
All right. Hey, Ack, let me get the last words, my brother.
Yo, appreciate everybody. I'm making sure and sweet, man. Shout out to everybody on the panel, man. And let's do it again.
Already. 503, the other half of the Houston Hard Hitters. We coming soon.
Oh man, salute to the whole panel, man, on this good Freaky Friday, man. My boy Ack Fuller, Cali, fella PK, CB, my girl Wolverine, you know what I'm saying? Just I want everybody to have a safe weekend and a blessed happy New Year's, you know what I'm saying? Be sure to follow all my boys, man, on the panel, man. Subscribe to me, 503 Line, you feel me? And go fuck with us on the Smoke City Mobcast, man, where we go live every Wednesday. And salute to my boy Mac. You know what I'm saying? Bringing us this content every fucking day on their neck, every day. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep growing, man. So, y'all better fuck with us while we on the come up, man. I'm telling
you. Yeah, because once we get there, it ain't no stopping. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no sittings like my cousin say. But it is what it is, man. Y'all smash the like button if you haven't already. Hit that bell icon so you can be a part of the notification game when you hit that subscribe button, too. Man, y'all make sure y'all go salute to everybody that was on the panel tonight. Odd Fella, PK Boxing, Full of Sports, Ack-Reacher, 503, Cali Enigma, CB Sports. If I'm missing you, that's because there's so much going on. One of them ones was on here too. Make sure y'all get one of them ones, Ack-Reacher, over 100 subs this week, man. It ain't over yet. Ack, where you at now? Ack?
Yeah. I think I'm like 87, 80, 88, 89, around that.
He need 13 more people. There's 80 y'all in the chat. All 80 y'all go subscribe to my boy Ack-Reacher. He need 13 more people to get him over 100 subs. We need to get him over 100 subs today and tomorrow. ASAP. Get him over 100 subs. Man, I appreciate everybody coming through. Yeah, it's Longhorns all day, Tony Snowflakes. You know what it is. Main event Mark. What's up with my brother? Man, I appreciate everybody coming through and rocking with your boy with Stay Ready Boxing. And y'all know what it is. It's Matt with Stay Ready Boxing TV. You ain't got to get ready if you stay ready. One. Bravo.